everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the USA exclusive Orient Mako USA. So a lot of people know the sort of famous Orient Mako collection, and for the USA market there is a special version that has some interesting upgrades. There's 3 models here. You can see the reference numbers in the text under the review. I'm not going to boringly mention them out here. But what is really good about these is that for a really affordable price, you can get a really fantastic mechanical automatic dive watch. So Orient is a Japanese watchmaker, and they produce all their own movements in-house, and they are technically owned by Seiko. And the Mako is a model that has done really well for them for so many years because it sort of captures a lot of the great elements of the brand in terms of having a sort of what I call an international style, a good price, an in-house made automatic movement. Orient makes all of their movements in-house, and it's really just a great value. So what a lot of people have wanted out of the Mako collection is just sort of a little bit more here and there upgrades to sort of make them just that much more competitive. So what are the upgrades? Well, for the first part, you can see there's a completely new dial here, and the dial is a new design for the hour markers, new hands, and much better luminance. So one of the major things that people wanted from the Orient, from the Mako, was better lume. And this is, I don't know if this is the first Orient watch. I mean, I know there's a saturation diver, which is a much higher end diver, which has amazing lume. But I think for the sort of a much more affordable collection, this is one of the first ones to have this higher quality lume, and the lume is really, really great. And if you have a Mako now and you feel that the lume is sort of not as good as it could be, this is something that's going to really impress you a lot, I think. The dial's a little bit more legible, in my opinion. Gone are the Roman numerals. I'm sorry, the Arabic numerals for the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. So you have all what they call just indexes now here. But I think that it's a little bit more of a classy look, and I like it a lot in terms of how the dial looks on this Mako USA version, in addition, of course, to the better lume. There's a new rotating bezel. The bezel looks the same, but the architecture underneath is a little better. The old version was not quite as sturdy. This one's very, very sturdy. See, I'm moving it here, no wobble at all. And it's now a 120-click bezel as opposed to the 60-click bezel of the original Mako. And again, the original Mako is still out there, so there's plenty though. It's not like this is replacing it. The movement is the same. It's an in-house made automatic. It does not feature hand winding, so that's kind of unfortunate. There are some other Orient movements that do. So that means that if you wind it, you're going to have to wear it or do this kind of motion here, or you're going to put it in a winder. This pusher up here, you unscrew it, and it changes. Actually, you can't see it now because the hand is covering it, but it's for the calendar complication, and it changes the day of the week. And as you can see here, you have the French version as well as the English version there. And then you can change the date right over here. So it's a day-date complication. That's handy. And then this is how you change the day of the week if you need to do it manually. One of the other great benefits of the Mako USA compared to the outgoing one is a sapphire crystal. Very, very important. So the other one had a mineral crystal. Now Orient has been able to upgrade it to a sapphire crystal, and that is fantastic. There are not that many watches at this price point where you can get a sapphire crystal. Another new feature is inside right here, there's a solid end link. What does that do? Makes it more secure. The entire watch is a little bit heftier. Bracelet is really solid there. Solid end links are a really nice touch, and not everyone understands how to appreciate them, but it's a good thing. A slightly controversial new feature, as you can see right here, there are little holes in the lugs. This makes it a little bit easier to take the spring bar in here, the pin out, so that you can go ahead and change the bracelet if you want to put a strap or something like that on here. I haven't sized these bracelets here. You can see the Mako USA on the wrist. This is, of course, the black dial. It is a 41.5 millimeter wide case, so very reasonably sized, not too large, not too small, a good kind of all-around size for a lot of people, I think. Just looks very, very nice. So One of the coolest versions is really this white one with the black bezel that I like a lot. And if you'll notice something on this one, here's a blue one for example, something which is different are the hands. And the hands are different because on this white dial with the black bezel, the hands are black with luminant, whereas on the blue and the black version, the hands are polished metal with the luminant. So this one's polished, and you can see they don't stand out quite as well as this black one here. So one of the things I like about the white dial is this great legibility. I don't know that the white dial is going to be the hottest seller, but I find it to be the most intriguing model. It looks very interesting. It's a little bit difficult from a fashion perspective because I think the sort of black and white combination isn't for everyone, but it is a great looking dial. It stands out well. Everything's very crisp and clean and legible, and there's just a lot of pop. So the contrast there is fantastic. I really like that one a lot. So that is probably my favorite of the Mako USAs. And then of course you have blue, which has a little bit of a metallic look to it. This is, I guess you could say, a little bit on the dressier side. You can contrast this very matte finish of the white with this blue, and you can see that these watches have slightly different characters even though they are the same watch. So that's really it. This is the Orient Mako USA. Just a lot of watch to like. If you are on a budget and you sort of want a nice mechanical watch, this is a great way to go. If you want just sort of a weekend beater watch and don't want to worry too much about price, this is the way to go. Nice upgrades. And I think that it's really going to be something for people who have held off, or if you've had a Mako for a while and you're looking to upgrade, the Mako USA is great. It's only available for right now on the Orient Watches USA website. This is so if you're in the US, or you can go to the Orient's US website. I don't know, they might ship internationally, I'm not sure. I think they might, but it is technically a USA exclusive, and the price is very reasonable at $225, and you can read more about the Orient Mako USA watch on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.